All right, Coach, thanks for being here with us. Yeah, definitely frustrating game, specifically that first quarter coming
Yeah.
out a little flat. But I mean, got to be proud of your team. Came out the rest of the game after that a little bit stronger. And so, what are just some of your keys going into your next games of the season to just start strong and come out on top?
Yeah. Obviously frustrating. We got to be more consistent. We've proven this year kind of over and over again, we're really good when we're really good and we're really bad when we're not. And somehow, some way, we got to get that consistent. There's too many times where we have one really bad quarter that's kind of shown, consistently throughout our last few games. For sure, tonight it was the first one. Sometimes it's the second, sometimes it's the third. We really got to figure out a way to continue. We talk about toughness and discipline a lot, and when that falls, that quarter isn't great. We didn't come out of the gate strong. I do feel like we responded well in the second quarter. We didn't come out well in the third. I felt like we responded in the fourth. But we got to figure out a way to be consistent. It's something, we're working on. It's something we're discussing a lot. Trying to continue to get them to believe and to understand, hey, it was at, 13 at half. Like, we can come back. And we just got to fix a few little things. First half was turnovers, right? We fixed that. We didn't turn it over the second half. Our defense let down a little bit in the third quarter. So stuff like that. Obviously, it's a game of runs. It's basketball. But we got to become more consistent. We got to become tougher. We got to become more disciplined. We got to do the things right that they do every day in practice. So it's something, we're a good practice team right now. We got to figure out how to put that on game day. And so something we're working on, something we're talking about, believing in the process that it'll pay off.
Coach, as you mentioned, those second to fourth quarters were a lot emphasized, a lot of hustle, a lot of grit was seen out there on the court. How do you turn then that discipline and hustle into facilitating offense? So then when you are clawing back, you have a little bit more to work on from that.
Yeah, I'd actually talked to the guards about it yesterday. I made them, at the end of practice, we did a shooting drill, and their job was to kind of keep their percentage of what that was as a group. In my point of that, they did shoot well, but they're good shooters. Like, I believe in every one of them that, they can shoot it. They can put the ball in the hole. They got to believe in themselves. They know that this staff does. They know we're confident in them. They know we want them to shoot any inside out three, green light for everybody. I felt like we did a better job tonight getting it in the paint. Our fives didn't finish. It's something that they usually do. They're 50, 60%. They didn't do it tonight. Then we didn't shoot it well again. But again, it's a process. Like, they got to believe in themselves. They got to believe that the work that they're putting in, that the film that they're putting in will pay off. But it starts with belief. If you don't believe it, why are you doing it? And it's not going to pay off. You're not going to do it when it matters.
So, kind of piggybacking off of both of their questions, after the first quarter, what did you tell the team going into the rest of the game for the better turnout that ended up happening?
Yeah, we just tried to remind them, like, it's simple. Like, what is our goals on defense? What is our goals on offense? Go out and execute those. Don't, overcomplicate things. Don't make the big picture bigger. Just do what your job is. They know what their jobs are, and I think that they really just settled down to do that. And so I was proud of that aspect. You could tell at the beginning their minds were just kind of going everywhere, and they couldn't calm down. Even, the first 3 or 4 minutes, it was like 6-0, 6-2, 8-2. So it wasn't like that they just built this big lead so fast, but it was just like one after another. But we can't have 17 turnovers in the first half. That's kind of what it comes down to. We got to take care of the ball. We got to value the basketball. We did a much better job in the second, but you can't wait that long. You can't get down that much because you're not getting enough shots off. If you're turning it over 17 times, they just got 17 field goals attempts more than you did, obviously, depending upon how many they turn it over, that kind of stuff. But I think that really ruins momentum. Turnovers really changes momentum really, really fast, especially live ball turnovers. We talk about that a lot. At least make it a dead ball turnover so we can get our defense set, because our defense is really good. We held them to 61. We just got to figure out how to be consistent on the offensive end and hit some shots and be confident on that side of the ball.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And then last question, going into a game against Kentucky Wesleyan, long drive, and just it's going to be a battle getting down there. And so just what are some of your keys that you're trying to emphasize with your team going into this game on Saturday?
Yeah, honestly, for us, the last few days, the last few weeks, it's about us. Everyone in this league's good. Everyone's proven that they can beat anybody. It's just the next man up, the next man up. I mean, obviously Kentucky Wesleyan's record's really good. I don't know what they did tonight. Playing there is always difficult. We're not playing in the Sports Center. We're playing in their home gym, so that'll just be, haven't ever been there. So get down there tomorrow. Obviously, there's supposed to be a big snowstorm Saturday, so we're moving the game up. So a lot of different intricacies of trying to figure out some things. But at the end of the day, it's basketball. You know, it's 94 feet, 50 feet wide. Got to figure out how to play. Got to figure out how to put it in the hole. They're a good defensive team. They're going to make the pace extremely fast. We like a fast-paced game. Let's get up and go. But yeah, really, really good. We're going to have to come ready. We're going to have not a bad quarter that we've been having. We've got to be consistent on Saturday.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you.